First one we have here is Last Man Floating. Yuri wakes to find the rest of the crew missing from the Uktomi. Learn to survive alone, knowing that you cannot fix everything. See if we can survive for necessary 5 weeks, which is essentially 5 turns. Alright, so those who weren't here Friday, basic premise of this game is you're on a somewhat derelict spaceship on your way to answering a message from Mars. So what you have to do is get your crew to survive until you get to the other end of your journey. Every given turn, a series of disasters befall your little ship here, and you have to decide where you want to assign everyone, how you want to handle each of the different problems that inevitably occur. So for instance, at the moment we have an H2O filter fail, an absorber fail, and a BCDU overtemp. You leave these unchecked, some sort of bad thing will happen to you at the end of the turn. The royal red bars there indicating hull damage, which if you run out, ship explodes, or other different side effects such as with the absorber fail. If you don't fix that, then all the crew members lose 2 health. There's little meters on the right side of their character's head. Then it becomes a matter of trying to determine which ones you want to do and not do. If you play in California, it's Tharsis. Very good. On the plus side, they start with the unique ability of ignoring movement damage, so I can choose whichever one of these I want to do. Can't say for absolute certain which one is the best option. Mostly if it's not knowing what's going to wind up ahead, but see what we can do. So, in order to determine your success fail, you actually use dice rolls. Each character typically hits 2 rolls to figure out the best dice that they can get. The number of dice a given unit has based on those little white blocks below their picture there. So, starting off with the full set this round. Each given area modules also have their own unique abilities that you can slot dice into as well, such as the greenhouse that you gain more food, while some of them fill health, some of them fill your dice, some of them reduce stress, etc. etc. That becomes part of your determination on what you want crew to do, of whether you want to focus on fixing a ship problem or whether you want them to focus on fixing themselves so that they survive longer. All up to a dice roll. So, as you will notice, those ones have been stasised. So, this particular room, 4s are injury dice, and 2s and 3s are stasis, which means they're locked now, so I can't use them for anything other than being 2s and 3s. So I will temporarily put them in the... I was going to put them in test hole, but that won't let me. 4 I will probably use towards the repair anyway. It's a decently high number, but get 1 more roll, so hopefully the other 2 are better than those. Yeah, that's rough. You gonna lie? Fortunately, we do not have enough to actually finish this time. So instead, I'm gonna bank on food for probably no real reason. In my turn, take massive amount of hull damage. And unfortunately, these problems won't still be fixed the following turn, so... I don't really need 3 dice, but... Up on the plus side, they didn't add new events, but unfortunately, I can't literally fix both events, so it doesn't make much of a difference. So, well, I managed to complete the particular event at this point. Since I couldn't fix it on the previous turn, that meant the whole damage won't stick around, so now we're done. I'm the only currently surviving crew member is what I'm guessing. But yes, typically when you were to start a run, your crew is all still alive, so as they die you can resort to cannibalism if you decide the extra food rations are relevant. Let's see if we can't do that a little better this time. Managed to get better dice rolls that weren't all 2s and 3s, would probably been alright, but that's much nicer. Much nicer. Definitely happy with that. So now we won't take nearly as much hold damage as we did the last turn. Shouldn't need the food this time around. This time we can focus on fixing the sober fail. Hopefully without taking too much injury. And since I didn't add food, I only have 4 dice this go around instead of the 5. Next time I'll only have 3. But plus side, all the points we need. Fix that issue. Might use the life support, but I want to see if I can get... Actually no, I'll just use it straight up. I don't need 2 dice to fix it, I just need 1. That actually gives me 2 more dice, so I don't need to worry about food next turn. Might as well slot the 4 here then. And if you're curious, the research projects, those activate these special events that you can trigger based on the number of dice you have slotted. Since I have 3 currently, then I can do actually any one of these. I wanted to do 7 repair and 1 module instead of having to roll dice for it. Adds an extra assist to my little assist list up there, which basically blocks one of the negative effects of a dice roll, or adds an extra die to the given crew member. Don't need food, so that's good. Our biggest problem is the constant. If we can do some extra hull repair while we're here, that would definitely help. Since I had an assist, I managed to block the injury from the 6 roll, so weren't quite as bad off as it could have been. Actually use my special repair tools here. That's fewer that I have to use. I can just use the 5 for that. And see if we can't roll number 4 to do a bit more module repair. We did. Sweet. Serendipity. Need to do something about my health next time though. Still alright on food as far as I'm concerned. Okay. If I can put a 5 or higher into that slot there in the medical bay, then I can actually deal with my health as well. Hey, not bad. These takes care of my health anyway, so the health I lose on from this particular thing isn't actually as urgent to repair then. You reroll so if I can get some higher numbers. Good. Good. Not fully prepared, but might be able to do so on a later turn. Might as well, we're about done here. Alright, so definitely gonna survive even if I lose the extra health, so it's a matter of making sure that whole damage doesn't take us out. Thankfully it wasn't a particularly high number, so good to go there. Slot this here, gives me my full dice. Slot these down to research projects. Alright, mission accomplished. Managed to survive the 5 turns that they required. Don't get cocky. Good advice.